Hey everybody, it's Scott Lawrence here, founder from Advanced Course Academy Online, and welcome to our program where we're going to show you basically how to build your six-figure business. It could be in coaching, it could be in hypnotherapy, it could be in Reiki, or anything where you're seeing somebody one-on-one. And so if you don't know my story, when I first started, I saw there was my diploma and I was getting closer and closer to it. So I don't know if you've seen that movie Terminator 2, where one of his arms is gone and he's just kind of crawling along the metal. Going, and just edging forward. And so I saw that diploma. I felt kind of like the Terminator because I was going to never give up. I was just going to keep going and going. But once I got to the diploma, I thought, that's it. I can kind of collapse in a heap. And that was going to be the end of my vision. And what I found is that there's a world after you study. So I don't know, like perhaps you're still studying, or you've finished studying, or you finished studying 20 years ago. Either way, that whether you haven't seen your first client or you have, or you've got a six-figure business already and you want to take it further, that's what I'm going to be showing you here, that when I've shown this to the world experts and applied it myself in my own business, and they've all gone, wow, this is basically a simplification, a jump start for you guys or for anyone who's basically already there and wants to take it further. And this is what I want to show you. And so in my story with that diploma, I took 3 months off because my head felt like it was broken. I was tired. I was overwhelmed. So I can relate to how you might be feeling. And so if that's how you're feeling, if you're feeling perhaps that you might just be over this whole thing, or you might be overwhelmed, or you might just be broke, or you might just be at this point where you go, I don't even know if this is what I want to do anymore. You've sunk so much money into it so far. For free, I want to show you how to take the next step. And so from our $10,000 program to this, for free, showing you how to do it, there are 3 key elements in your business that, even though I just want you to take key steps along the way, there's a big picture to make sure that your key steps are actually facing you in the right direction. The best marketing that you can do, the best way that you can connect with someone is through this map and by making a genuine heartfelt connection. And that's what I want to show you right now. So there's 2 key elements plus the middle one that brings them together. Let me show you that right now. So the first one is you. So with you may have a skill. And your skill or your skill set, what you've studied, is you've learned how to help people with this skill. And so when you've studied how to help people, the first thing you want to do is go out and help people, because that's where the magic is. That's what feels really, really great. And so the other thing, the other entity going on here is your clients. And they have either a problem or an ambition. So these problems and ambitions, the way it works is, of course, your skill and their problem and ambition, they meet up. Because that's a match made in heaven. Because if they've got something that they don't know how to achieve, they're probably not likely to achieve it without your help, if that makes sense. But on the other side, what you've got is that you have time. Now, you may only have 2 hours a week, perhaps. Or you might have the whole week free. I don't know what your situation is. But let's guess, perhaps underestimate and say that all you have is 2 hours a week to apply your skill to fix someone's problem or ambition. You might be a single mum, or you might be a professional who's already got a job. You might have a really expensive or like a high paying job, maybe 6 figures already, and you don't want to give that up. The same as I had a job. I didn't want to give it up in order to start my clinic, but I had to do it because it's where my passion was. I was never going to stay in the same place. But that time, you've got a need for money. The other person has money. And that's the thing, is that your time for their money. Now, this is, again, a match made in heaven. And so this is almost like not just a business plan, but a bit of a myth buster for you, that if you feel that your time isn't worth money, at least $200 per hour, then you're basically wasting your time as a coach or as a hypnotherapist or as someone who helps people. So this is what I really, really want you to get into your heart about what you're worth, to really, really feel this. Here's a bit of a story about a person who was giving discounts. And let's call them a hypnotherapist or a coach. So they've got an ad that they wrote. And on that ad, they wrote something such as, I'm brand new, I'm a student, so here's my student rate of $30 per hour. Now, $30 an hour may sound good if you're earning it for 40 hours in a row. But to begin with, if you're only doing, let's say, 1 or 2 clients a week, $30 times 2 is about $60. Then you've got to pay for advertising, you've got to pay for electricity, maybe rents. You've got these expenses. $200 an hour, that's what your client pays. So if you're being employed by someone else, that you cost at least 3 times your wage for them to hire you, because they've got to pay for these tools, they've got to pay for training, they've got to pay for all these things around employing you. $200 an hour is a minimum that you should be charging. So let's say that that ad that said, because I'm new, because I'm brand new, because I'm a little bit shy or whatever it is, $30 an hour, hypnotherapist, coach, or Reiki master, or NLP master. Take that title off that modality and put dentist. So this is what I want you to think about with your teeth. There's an ad that you get in the mail, and it says, because of a recent marriage breakup that I've had, and because I'm a student and I'm a little bit shy and I'm not really sure of my skills, I'm just going to charge you $30 an hour for some dentistry. And because I'm a student, right? Like you'd be like, whoa, no. I'm not going to go near that dentist, because that person, if you're going to do the job right. I'll pay, but get the job right. So the same is that if you're going to charge less than $200 an hour, it basically says that you think that you're not going to do the job right. Do the job right and ask for help if you need to. That's what we're here for. That's what these videos are here for, to encourage you and to educate on the newest, latest methods, the easiest techniques for getting these things happening for your clients. And that's why I want you to do this map. And so again, there's one more part of this map that I haven't filled out yet. So there's you and there's your clients. And then the one more part is your offer. So your offer. Now, what your offer is it's your way of putting together a relationship between you and your client. So your offer needs at least 3 parts to it. So one is a name. Another is steps. And another is a price. Now already, if you have an offer that has a name, steps, and a price, and you're advertising it to a client because you have skills and 2 hours a week to give, you might already have a business. Do you see how this starts to work together? And so because this video series is here for you to show you how to start your business, it's here to show you the next steps to do. I really want you to tune in for the next video just to check out what it is that you need to do in order to move forward. So I've got some homework for you. And this is what I want you to do before the next video. So I absolutely want you to watch the next video. But if you haven't done mind maps, or if you have, but you haven't applied them in a while, check this out, because this is going to be a jump starter for you. So what we've got, and this is from our advanced course academy that I'm teaching, this is your business in the middle. And then you've got 6 lines that come off it. So already we covered your clients, and we covered you, and we covered your offer. The next parts that we haven't covered yet. And this is where I want you to write 10 dot points around each of these to begin with. There's also traffic. Where are you going to find people? Where are you going to get them from? There is also your message. What are you going to say to them in order to attract them? And just a bit of advice with the message is that the message and the offer go hand in hand, but the message comes first. The message is when you help someone or you give them some information, and then the offer is to say that if you liked what I just showed you, come and do my course or come and do my program. And so the offer, remember, has a name. It has steps and has a price. Your client has problems and ambitions, and they have money. And you have skills, and you have 2 hours per week. So already, you've nearly filled this thing out. Traffic is you're going to find places to get them from. Messages, you're going to find out what it is that you're going to say to people. So what I want to get you to do is to write two dot points around each one of those before the next video, because this is how you're going to keep moving forward. And so in my first 6 months, I was seeing 40 clients per week. I did my 6-figure business. I was on the Hamish and Andy show, the biggest radio show in Australia. In my first 12 months, I became a lecturer at the Academy of Hypnotic Science, where I studied, and I outsold the seminars, which I'll talk about next video, that I outsold all of my lecturers because of some facts that I'm going to show you next time. And so I'm Scott Lawrence from Advanced Course Academy Online. I want you to make this your year. And until next time, I'm Scott, helping you to grow your confidence, to serve your clients, and to build your business in a bigger way.